I am Patsy Parker. I have been a lifelong member here. I am the Sunday school director, but also hiker breakfast coordinator, for lack of a better word, I guess.
I'm Matt Podolsky, and you're listening to Common Land, a podcast series that explores the creation stories behind protected areas. And you just heard the voice of Patsy Parker, who spoke with me at one of the free thru-hiker breakfasts hosted by the First Baptist Church in Franklin, North Carolina. Every morning in March and April, this church offers a free all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast for anyone thru-hiking the Appalachian Trail. Here's Patsy again.
We meet in the fellowship hall, and we have a kitchen, and we have griddles, and we do bacon and pancakes. All the bacon and pancakes you can eat. Occasionally, and church members will bring like a coffee cake or leftover dessert from a Wednesday night or whatever that we have extra. Always people will buy fruit and bring because everybody won't get up and come cook.
Our second season of Common Land will be focused on the Appalachian Trail, and you're listening to the third in a series of mini episodes documenting my attempt to hike the entire length of this 2,200-mile-long footpath. This episode is all about trail magic and the church in Southern Appalachia.
In 2007, we hired a hiker as our associate pastor. Obviously, not right off the trail, but it worked out. And he came to me, I was a retired home ec teacher, and he came to me and said, Patsy, let's feed the hikers pancakes. And I said, I'm not going to the trail to flip pancakes. And he said, they come to Franklin. Well, I knew they come to Franklin, but I didn't know how much they came to Franklin. And so I said, okay. So we did it 2 weeks in 2008. I was on the Monday crew, so I only did it 2 days. We went to 3 weeks, then to 4 weeks. In 2012, God called him to Georgia, and he said, you're in charge. And who knew that we would last 15 years? This is our 15th year. It's just fun. I'm not a hiker, but I often think I would because the camaraderie that comes in this room, I think they know each other forever. And they might have met last night, they might have met last week on the trail. They didn't know each other, but the camaraderie is just unbelievable. So I love that part of it. And we just spread everything out and try to feed people and give them a little bit of home and God's love. And our church members are very intent on praying for every step, and we love to hear from them when they get to the top. We have a wall of honor that when they get to the top, they send us a picture or a note, and we just love that part. All right, what else do I need to tell you?
Well, like I was saying before, I guess I was surprised, coming, and I've never spent any time in this part of the country, in the southeast, right? And coming down here, it's like one of the things that surprised me. It's not just this church that offers these amazing free food and services for hikers, but we've encountered trail magic along the way, and every single time it's a church group, and
it's called Southern Hospitality. It's called Southern Hospitality, and the guy that we hired, Craig, had a ministry before that was sort of like a trail ministry, and him and his wife walked the trail and ministered. So I think at Southern Hospitality, I think God tells us to reach out to each other, and not that we're going to see lots of results, but we plant lots of seeds, hopefully. And I think most everybody out on the trail is searching. Maybe not as theologically searching, but they come to a time in their life that they can take that many months off, first of all. And I think, it's the end of something or the beginning of something, and I think it's just a good, and if you can't see God out in nature, and the difference between here and Maine, to think that he made all that. So I don't know. It's just one of those ministries that clicked with First Baptist. I'm finally getting it printed. Me, it's hard to do more than one thing.
I was distracting Patsy from her main job at the pancake breakfast on this morning, which was printing out postcard-sized photos of each hiker for them to send home to family. These photo postcards are a key part of the church's program to help hikers. It's where a lot of the best stories come from that they can then share with their congregation.
So
Where they are. Some weirdos have that too. I don't know what that is.
that's probably the little guy that's been here
He
more
was
than
next
one
to
day.
the Polish.
Yes. Here, give that little guy. He doesn't think he's going to get one. It's amazing. And it's amazing how many we hear from. Mamas, grandmas, spouses that say, we've already had a lady on our voicemail at the church in tears almost. And her little voice just cracked and she said, my 19-year-old is out there by himself. He did something to his pack. He broke a tent pole, cut his thumb, and it wouldn't quit bleeding. Now, obviously, it's quit bleeding, and she said, and we believe in God, and we know God's with him, but do you know what it's like for a mama to open the mail, and she had just got the picture and the note from him?
Yeah.
And it was just like it. So I recorded it on my phone, took it to church Sunday morning, and played it on the microphone so they could all hear it, and everybody was just going, that is why we're doing this, It's just amazing.
That's it for our mini episode about trail magic on the Appalachian Trail. There's a lot more to come, so if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Common Land wherever you listen to podcasts.